Hey guys, like I promised, today's video we are going to take a look at why the support emblem might be a great alternative for many heroes. You might think that it's kinda weird that I have been using the support emblem for many heroes, even though I'm not playing the hero as the support role. I will try my best to explain in full detail what makes this emblem a better alternative compared to other emblems, such as the tank, assassin, and mage emblem. But I'm not saying that you should use the support emblem for every single hero. There are some cases that you should stick to the other emblems, but maybe after this video, you might consider using the support emblem more often. For starters, let's take a look at what the support emblem offers. This is how you should set up the support emblem when you're not playing the support role. And when you set it up like this is what you get. Now let's compare it to the assassin and mage emblem. This is how most of the top players set up their assassin and mage emblem. Now let's compare the stats. Okay, the support emblem provides an extra 2% of movement speed compared to other emblems. The other emblems only give you 8% maximum movement speed, while the support emblems give you 10%. That 2% might make the difference in whether you get to catch a hero or escape from your enemies. Another great thing about this emblem is that it provides you with the hybrid regeneration, which will help tremendously with heroes that run out of mana pretty quickly. And also in the early game, it will improve the healing effect of the free regeneration spell. All three emblems provide almost the same amount of penetration stat, but the support emblem also provides you with hybrid penetration, which will allow both your magic and physical attack to deal more damage. And in case you didn't know, even mage heroes deal physical damage with their basic attacks, with the exception of Harley. However, you might be thinking, but the assassin and mage emblem offer you the extra physical attack and magic power. They make a huge difference in damage, right? Well, not quite. That little extra physical attack plus 15 and that little extra magic power plus 17, they make almost no difference at all. I have done the test, which I'm about to show you. First, I'm going to use Cyclops with the mage emblem. Don't do the test with the damage bot, because all heroes have some physical and magic defense, even without any items, as you can see here. So in order to get a more precise result, I'm going to test it with the normal bot, and give it one magic resistant item because it seems like the normal bot doesn't have any resistance as well. The first test is with the mage emblem, and this is the result. 1862 magic damage. And this is the result for the basic attack. 171. Now let's compare with the support emblem with the same items and circumstance. With the support emblem, the result is 1805 magic damage, and the basic attack is 193. There's only 57 magic damage difference, which is absolutely nothing. Now let's take a look at the assassin emblem. I'm going to give it one physical resistant item for the same reason I stated previously. With the physical emblem, the result is 1057. Now let's compare with the support emblem. With the support emblem, the result is 1029. There's only 28 physical damage of difference. Once again, almost minimal difference. But when you start taking into consideration all the extra benefits the support emblem offers you, such as the extra movement speed and the hybrid regeneration and penetration, then you will see why I have been using the support emblem more often. However, I'm not telling you guys to use the support emblem for all the heroes, because some of them are better off using the assassin and mage emblem. The reason is their emblem's talent is quite beneficial for some selected heroes. For example, the bounty hunter talent is great as a combat mechanic, and for heroes that you are almost certain will get tons of kills, but a lot of players overestimate this talent, and I will make a fully dedicated video explaining why this talent is not as great as a lot of you guys might think. Long story short, it doesn't provide you as much gold as you might think. The same reason goes for the mage emblem. Some mage heroes that don't use a lot of mana and must use retribution should you stick with the mage emblem, such as Harith, Harley, and Gusion. But for the most part, if the hero you're planning to play runs out of mana pretty quickly and need to use a long cooldown spell such as Flicker, which has the longest cooldown in the game, then I would highly recommend you to use the super emblem instead, for the reason I previously stated. The damage output will be identical, plus the extra benefits that the super emblem offers you. Here is the comparison when you use the super emblem talent, which will reduce the spell cooldown by 15%. So the Flicker's cooldown is 120 seconds. But with the super emblem, the cooldown is 102 seconds. That's 18 seconds of difference, which is a huge reduction. The amount is almost as long as some ultimates cooldown. Also, let's not forget about the 15% respawn reduction. If you can respawn sooner, it means you can farm more, and in the late game, that 15% will make a huge difference. So in conclusion, if the hero you're planning to play needs to use a long cooldown spell such as Flicker, the hero needs a lot of mana, or you want more movement speed, then the super emblem is your best bet. But if you are using a physical damage hero that you are very confident you will get tons of kills, or if you think you might be lucky enough to get the last hit to kill the enemy's hero that's owning your team, then go for the assassin emblem. In the end, it depends if you value more the possibility or the certainty. The possibility that you might last hit the enemy's hero that is owning your team and get more than 10 kills in every single one of your games, or the certainty that your spell will have a shorter cooldown, your hero has more mobility, and you won't have that much mana issue. The mage emblem is mainly for those who use retribution as spell, doesn't run out of mana quickly, and doesn't need the extra mobility. But if your support emblem is in low level, then stick to your highest level emblem. If that's the case, you should probably start considering leveling up the support emblem, because even tanks and support heroes should be using this emblem more often. I'm going to leave you guys with the next gameplay, so you guys can see for yourself why I favor the support emblem over the other emblems with some heroes. In this game, you will be able to see how I can still dominate with one of the most forgotten heroes, Cyclops. But thanks to the support emblem, Cyclops is much better than what people would expect, even in this meta. With the support emblem, Cyclops will have a higher mobility, won't run out of mana that quickly, and one of the most important things is that you can use Flicker way more often. Oh, and the damage is the same as using the mage emblem. Well, I hope you find this video interesting, and maybe some of you guys might disagree with this video, which I will understand. But I have been using the super emblem with a lot of heroes that fit the criteria, and I have noticed that it works way better than expected. If you enjoyed today's video, please do me a huge favor and like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you didn't notice from my previous video, now I'm selecting 3 winners for the weekly skin giveaway instead of 1. So now your chance is a lot higher. Hey guys, I have decided to do a weekly skin giveaway. I will randomly choose 3 winners. The prize is 900 diamonds worth of giveaway for each person. All you have to do is subscribe, which is very important, and leave a comment. But please don't leave your ID or the skin you want, because I won't be picking those. If you are selected, I will send a reply to your comment, so pay attention to your notification. Thanks and best of luck.